whip, stir.
Okay. That's our intro.
Samuel, do you like camping?
No,
Right.
I hate camping.
Welcome to Blank Talk. No, it's not Blank Talk. Welcome to Garbage Talk.
The new and improved.
Yeah, for 2018.
We're like Illumination.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make this less awkward.
Oh, well, that's impossible.
We probably won't do it once a week anymore. We'll just try, do one whenever we feel like. And I think we should do a Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, but we have no Valentines. Should we just, post a video of us going up to random people? Yeah, we should.
Oh my gosh, no.
Or maybe we can go up to a certain site.
No, Samuel. I'm sorry.
Yes, Samuel.
That's not going on there. So, just before we get started, make sure you follow the Super J Instagram for, updates and stuff and advertising. And also make sure you follow my Wattpad for
hot fanfics.
for more of those dreams that we covered a few episodes ago. Seriously, you need to follow it. The last few
Logan Paul x Jake Paul.
The last few ones have had no. The last few ones have had no reads. Please, I need help. Please read them. Just read it. All right.
That turned really desperate really quick.
Yeah. Camping. So, Samuel, a while ago, we decided to go for a bit of a drive around the coast of Northland. And we passed a camping spot, Bland Bay, where we went camping about 6 years ago now. And it brought back some memories. Some memories that I would like to share with you today. Of probably one of my worst camping experiences. We got there, we had our caravan, we were camping right underneath this big Pahudakawa tree. And I think the day we arrived, I was having a bit of a look around outside. One of the first things I remember seeing is this little kid, naked, running across the grass with a big
Jeez,
poop.
That sounds majestic.
This little boy running across the grass with a big brown poop falling out of his butt as he ran. He was screaming as well.
Was that his ball dance?
So that was a pleasant sight for first arriving. We were there with the Hemi owners, by the way. So we were hanging around the Pahudakawa tree a little bit, and this girl showed up. And I think she said something offensive towards me or something, because the Hemi owners were like, "Oh, he's really nice," in defense. Then I think she said something like, "Oh, not as nice as this boy at my school," and then
Oh, this is the story.
So we kind of hung out with her a bit. She was a bit of a weirdo. I remember stalking her from that tree at one point when she was hanging around with a bunch of people in this big group.
What the hell did you... Jeez, you're messed up.
Okay, this is when I was 8, by the way. So
you're even more screwed up.
Well, not really. I was kind of just climbing the tree, and then she was over there.
Well, not really. That's what every prisoner says.
So we hung out the next few nights. I think at one point, it got to the point where we ran around in the dark holding hands.
What? Whoa.
And then, I think it was the last night we were staying there. We were underneath the Pahudakawa tree, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? You are nicer than that boy at my school." And then she kissed me.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't exactly have the reaction that I would have expected myself to have. I kind of got really freaked out and didn't talk to this girl ever again. So,
that's not really nice, Jaden.
Yeah, so the next morning when we left the campsite, that song Somebody That I Used to Know?
Yeah.
That was on the radio, and then every time that came on after that, I was reminded of her.
Oh no.
Yeah, What's been your worst camping experience?
My worst or my most interesting?
Or both. Like, whichever one is best to talk about.
Okay, I'll do my Christmas one.
Okay. What
So-
was this Christmas?
Oh no, not this Christmas. It was way well. Back when I was like 9 and 10, when I was getting all the ladies.
You still
Anyway, so my uncle, who's dead now because he's
Oh.
too fat and died, he used to dress up as Santa, right?
do?
And
Yeah.
like this other family, which was poor
Mm-hmm.
and consisted of only females, would come over and would hang out and normal stuff do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're just hanging out, right? And I don't know, it got really sexual. I mean, for a 10-year-old, I mean. Anyway, so I ended up like marrying both the older sister and the younger sister simultaneously overnight. But but I haven't seen her ever since then. So I think we broke up or something. But in my heart, I still believe that we're still connected. Even though I'm cheating on her, but don't tell her.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna drop the T-bomb, but then I wasn't. So yeah, I think that was the only time where I've actually become a player.
Oh. Okay.
This is like something else. 50 Shades of Grey. Not that I read 50 Shades of Grey.
Or do you?
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
I went camping just this weekend, as you probably know. It was pretty fun. We went in the kayak, you know. Me and Luke had a bit of a paddle round.
The kayak.
Yeah. Oh, should we talk? Should we
Yeah.
talk about
Yes,
that?
let's do a detour and talk about the kayak.
Oh yeah. All right. So, some family friends have this kayak, and we were hanging out at the lake with them for a day, and me and Samuel decided to jump the kayak and have a bit of a paddle round. There was only one oar, so we had to kind of split it in half and use one side each. So we kind of just paddled by the shore for a bit. Then we found these people who had lost their frisbee in the water.
Oh no, that was so embarrassing.
And they were like waving to us, so I waved back, and then this one guy was like, "Hey, can you get the frisbee?" So then we kind of like got close to it. I don't realize why they didn't just swim out and get it.
It was literally a meter away.
Yeah, it was like a meter away from them, and we were further away from the frisbee than they were. But Samuel jumped out of the kayak and went and got the frisbee. Then he tried to throw it at them, and he threw it real high, but the wind blew it backwards. It went like several meters out into the lake. So then we had to paddle out there and try to get it. And we were having like real trouble, because we would try to like go straight, but the kayak would like straight towards it, but the kayak would like turn the wrong way or something, and it would float away from us. Eventually, I just kind of got sick of it and jumped out and grabbed the frisbee. Then when I threw it, the wind kind of blew it back as well, but luckily I caught it in my hand.
Yeah, that was a pretty sick throw.
Yeah, I meant to do that. So then.
Right.
Yeah, we gave it to that lady, and they were like, "Oh, thank you, have a good day." And we were like, "Oh yeah, have a good day too." At least they appreciated our hard work that went into getting that frisbee. That took like several minutes and a lot of trouble. But that's not
Yeah,
it.
that was really annoying.
So we had some lunch. Then my dad looked at our boat and he realized that it had floated. It had started floating away. So.
Oh yeah.
So he and Samuel jumped in the kayak and went up to get it. Oh, can you explain to me what actually happened there? Because I never really asked you. Tell the story.
Okay. So we got out onto the sea, and after a while, after we started paddling, your dad was finding it kind of hard to steer it because of the waves, and with one oar, it's not really nice. Anyway, it got to a point where he starts running like, this thing can't steer. And anyway, once we finally got there, he jumped on, right? But the whole kayak almost tipped over, so I'm just like half limbo, like half in the water and half like floating. It was like
Really?
a yoga pose. Anyway, luckily, I didn't weigh enough to make it flip over, and it stabilized. Imagine if Mr. Oakley was on there. The
Oh
whole
my
thing
God.
sinks.
Do you miss Mr. Oakley? Not trying to change the
do.
subject. We need to stick on this, but yeah.
Yeah, he was the man.
Yeah,
He was the meme queen.
he was a bit annoying, but
He was a good dabber.
he dabbed on everyone.
Yeah, he dabbed on the school. Oh. So yeah. Anyway, I took the kayak, right, and now that I'm steering, because I wasn't steering before, I started saying, "Damn, this thing can steer." It was fun. Oh, and then I picked you up.
Oh no!
Then-
Oh wait, before that, so
No.
I had been told that Samuel was going to come back once he'd gotten the boat sorted out, and I was going to get in the kayak with him. We were going to go for a little ride. But he was taking.
How that turned out.
Yeah, he was taking a while, so I headed out. I headed out along the beach, and I saw him, but he was like, in the distance, he looked like he was trying to get across the lake. So I tried to walk over to him. But then I realized that I'd forgotten my life jacket, so I went back. Then I saw him again. He was further away, so I tried to walk over to him. Yeah, I kind of waded through the water. The water got like deeper and deeper, and as I got closer and closer to him, then he started turning around and coming back. Eventually, I went from like, walking through the water to kind of hopping through the water to swimming towards the kayak, and then, we had a fun little reunion, and it looked like this. It looked like this. Here's video footage.
FRODOO! FRODOO! No, Sam. Go back, Sam! I'm going to Mordor alone. Of course you are. And I'm coming with you! I made a promise, Mr. Frodo.
You shall not kayak.
Yeah, so I jumped in the kayak. He's like, oh, I was just about to go across the lake, but then I couldn't be bothered, and I was like, you want to do it? He was like, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, okay. So we turned around, we epically paddled, and, no, not really.
Epically? You mean dysfunctionally?
We had a lot of struggle. For the first part of it, we kind of just like kept turning too far, and at one point we were hitting like at one point we nearly turned around, I think. But yeah, we were kind of just chatting about stuff, about life, about didn't
Life
the
in a
conversations get
kayak.
pretty random? I remember we were talking quite a lot, but I only remember some of what we talked about. Anyway, so we were paddling for ages. The beach was getting further and further away. So then, we decided to have a little stop at this other beach just off to the left of us. After some long kayaking, we wrote our names in the sand. Took a bit of a breath. Went to the
I
toilet.
tried stealing someone's stick.
I remember that now. Yeah, so then we got back into the kayak and started heading out kept heading out towards the other side of the lake, and then eventually my parents showed up in the boat, and they were like, yo, where have you been? Because apparently we hadn't told anyone that we were going to try and get across the lake, so they tried to tow the kayak with the boat, but it tipped over.
Oh no, don't talk about the embarrassment.
Yeah, so then we kind of just paddled back to shore. On the way, we saw a helicopter
Oh, you didn't tell
landing.
the kayak how it flipped over. because that boat took so much force.
Then we saw a helicopter landing at the beach that we'd set off from. And at first we were kind of scared, like, what if someone's called the helicopter for us? But, then...
That'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't. I'll be so embarrassed. Then, we saw a fire engine heading down towards that beach as well. Then a bit later, an ambulance, just after we'd gotten back. So there were heaps of rumours floating around about what happened. First, someone was saying that, a man had a heart attack. Then people were saying that a woman drowned. And then there were rumours like,
Jake
like
put his diss track up and it was pretty hot.
Like, there were rumours like
Killed someone.
People were saying that a 10-year-old girl went missing. Some people were saying that a teenage boy went missing. They could have been talking about either of us then.
So am I the girl now? Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, I see how it is.
Oh, no, they said 2 teenagers went missing, I think. They could have been talking about us. No, they wouldn't have been, but...
Yeah.
Imagine if they had been. Yeah, so what had actually happened, and we read this in the news just up... Oh, yeah, I saw them carrying the body off the beach, by the way, in a stretcher. From a distance, though. I don't really see if it was
I
a man
didn't
or a
go to
woman
see
or
it. I
what.
don't want to spoil my dinner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it was actually... So a woman had gone missing. She had a heart attack in the water, and she drowned. That's what happened.
And she what?
And she drowned.
Aww.
That would... Oh, man, that would be the worst place to have a heart attack, eh? And they...
Anywhere would be the worst place to have a heart attack.
Well... No, not if you think about... Well... If you were somewhere where you didn't have to, keep treading water to keep yourself alive...
Well, maybe
it
she was
would be a lot
buoyant,
better.
full or fat.
So, that was a pretty fun day at the lake.
Oh, yeah, someone just drowned. That was a pretty fun day at the lake.
Yeah, just this weekend I went camping again. Oh yeah, I said that already. Kayak. Sat at a table talking about farting.
No, those are...
I'm not gonna go into detail.
Don't talk about it.
You know what?
I'll come in.
I tried to record a bit of the conversation, and that could have made its own podcast, but my stupid phone turned the video off like 10 seconds in. I'll play it now.
I went into the toilet and then there was this baby with his dad like wiping his ass and I went and sat there. I was like,
Yeah, you probably didn't hear much, but yeah, we had some pretty weird conversations, and we'd all had a bunch of onion rings, so
Ooh, onion rings, yeah.
that must have had something in them. So yeah, we were all everyone ripped at least one off at some point. The next day, before we left, we had a bit of a bike ride to the playground. This is just something I wanted to tell you about because it was quite entertaining to watch. So there were these little girls. They rode to the playground, and there was this boy on the swing. They rode to him, and they were like, "Harrison, why are you not friends with Theo?" And then he's like, It's just none of your business. It's just none." So there was a bit of drama going on there. We were kind of just hanging on the other end of the playground. It was me, Jaden, and Luke. The guy who plays Roblox. Yeah, so Harrison was talking about Theo. While the girls were trying to convince him to they were trying to convince him to become friends with Theo again. But this Harrison guy seemed to have something wrong with him. He just he was just a grump about everything. Then at some point he started saying to them, "Do you guys think I'm a sook? Because I'm not a sook." And then they were like, "No, Harrison, we don't think you're a sook."
You're a sook, Harrison.
Just as the girls were leaving, I went and sat next to him and I was like, "Hey, is someone having friend problems?" And then he looks at me. He gives me like this judging look. You know the look
This
that
death stare. He's about to kill
you know the look that Sophie would give you if you said something weird.
You just dropped a name, bro. That is sad. You have to beep it out.
No one's gonna get offended. I think.
Yeah, we need to rename all our friends. So she's now called Chinese person.
Samuel.
Sorry, it's just the truth.
Oh my gosh. So then he's like, "Do you think I'm a sook?" And I was like, "Nah, man." And he's like, "Why are you talking to me?" And I was like, "Oh, 'cause man, I just want to help you." And he's like, "Well, that's not what you say to strangers." So then he got off the swing and rode off. And then so then I was like cracking up about it. Then he calls out behind him, "You don't talk to strangers like that." And
Don't talk to strangers.
yeah, so yeah, I hope that Harrison and Theo made it up.
Poor Theo.
Yeah, poor Theo. The everlasting friendship of Harrison and Theo. They should be our mascots.
50 Shades of Theo. Do you think I'm a sook?
The official Garbage Talk mascots.
Yes.
Yeah, do you think I'm a sook is now our catchphrase.
Yes. That's gonna be the meme.
Alright. Do you have
We should
anything
put that
else?
on our Patreon. Put it on the shirt.
Do you have anything else to say?
Do you think I'm a sook?
Alright, thanks for listening. He just ditched me. Well, follow the Super J account on Instagram, and yeah, this has been Garbage Talk. Thank you for listening.